Who has not had a crazy Detty December story that is a caterer or a chef, except you are not saying the truth?
Hi, Lucy.
Hi, Arafat. So, they usually say experience is not the best teacher, but experience is the best teacher in this business. So my full name is Agbi Loje Ayokunle, popularly called Loje, and I'm the last child of Dr. and Mrs. Agbi. I hail from Edo State, even though my name is Ayokunle. We speak Yoruba in Edo. And one thing I can say is, my mom never treated me like a last born. She never had that, this is the last one. I've always worked hard, and all of us, she taught us how to cook. Because what she usually did was, because she knew we love pounded yam so much, so everybody's going to pound their yam. So if you like pounding with cocoa, you will enjoy the cocoa like that, and it's going to be Cocoa Pops. So from there, I began to enjoy cooking, just watching my mom cook. 2008, I did food and nutrition, and in food and nutrition, we did something called rock buns. One thing about me is, if I see someone doing something, I think about how to do it better. So if you don't want me to do something better than you, don't teach me. Because if I observe you and I'm interested, the way God wired me, I'm going to look at how to do it better. So when my food and nutrition teacher taught us rock buns, I went back home and I was like, how do I turn this into a cake? How do I turn it into a cake? And experimenting here and there, and my auntie guided me in baking. And that's how I started baking 2008, 2009, 2010, till I finished secondary school. They were so excited, they didn't even want me to finish secondary school, because every time we had an event in school, I used to bake and I would always sell it, even though the money wasn't mine. But I always sold out because of grace and hard work and how nice it was tasting, yes. Then going to University of Ibadan, I went for an entrepreneurship program in 2015. That was 10 years ago. Onilu Prime, wherever he is, God bless him. He was speaking, and as he was speaking, I was really excited, because usually when people speak about business, it's just like aspire to perspire, and you're like, I beg, this was just telling me. But he was very real. And what did I do? I went to my friends, Orewani and Anu, God bless their hearts. They are also entrepreneurs. And we went to chapel to pray, because I'm a Christian and I believe in God. And we sought his face, and that's when the Lord told us that this is what you are going to do. We were speaking things that we are seeing now. We were speaking those things into existence, because if you have little faith, you can move mountains. And that's how I started cooking, and I was telling everybody with my big mouth that I can cook for 100 people, even though I couldn't cook for 10 people. And today the rest is history. Let me take a deep breath, because I need to exhale. When you're approaching September, October, November, December, I won't lie, as much as people are cashing out, it's a lot of pressure. Mental pressure, physical pressure, emotional pressure, financial pressure. Because now, if social media was not as it is, social media is a blessing, don't get me wrong. But if it wasn't as it is, in the sense that a lot of people are posting that, oh, I will have 5 jobs on a particular day, and you that are just having 1 job, you're like, so they put it like a yardstick that if you're not burning out, you're not making it. And I believe in quality over quantity. I also believe that if you get 1 job, 1 good job, it can cover up for all those other things. They usually say experience is not the best teacher, but experience is the best teacher in this business. You learn on the job and you learn off the job. You learn from your experience. You learn from your painful, bittersweet experience. One thing I can say about preparing and putting in structure for Detty December is, don't be penny wise and pound foolish, okay? Get enough staff strength, not you running into a loss, but don't want to do everything by yourself. Who has not had a crazy Detty December story that is a caterer or a chef? Except you are not saying the truth. There was a certain time I used to work with a popular celebrity that we all know. I was his private chef. Then I was still much slimmer than this. And instead of me just to focus on working with that chef, I decided to be a little bit greedy, let me be honest. And I took more than I could handle. So while I was working with this person, because you're working as a private chef to a celebrity, do you expect to have Christmas to yourself? Like, are you kidding me? You're going to cook for him, cook for his family, cook for his friends. And instead of me not to take other jobs, I decided to take other jobs. And for some certain reason, the job was too much. And I don't know what entered the people I was working with that certain day. Everybody just had an excuse to leave at different times. So I was the only one trying to deliver and package so many orders. Then I was still living with my parents. And I just screamed out. I was like, God, help me. And my sister ran down and says, what's going on? What's going on? She joined in. My mom joined in and we were able to deliver effectively. But am I going to do it again? No. If I'm going to do it again, I'm going to make sure that I strategize properly and not bite more than I can chew. So what do I say as my survival instincts in Lagos is understanding that, I'm sorry to say, everybody, including the person behind the microphone, my adorable darling, and understanding that things can go crazy in Lagos. Expect the unexpected. If I'm to advise a newbie in this business that wants to collect work in this Detty December, number one, don't collect more than your capacity because your integrity is at stake. Are we ready? I'm so shy. Okay. And I'm speaking to myself, I'm speaking to everybody here. All right. You're beautiful in your way, cause God makes no mistakes. You're on the right track, baby. You were born this way, yeah. You're on the right track, baby. You're on the right track, baby. You were born to be brave.